So what's up everyone, this is Pathfinder here, and today I'm bringing you another Pathfinder's guide to perks. And in this episode we have the Firebug. And I was originally postponing this Firebug perk guide because of the new Spitfires that are coming with this spring update. But I decided to do this like before the update. Okay, so let's get started. The Firebug is a crowd control unit of the team that stops the Zed flow and keeps them at bay through the fire damage, afterburn, stumble and panic. To be the most useful or most effective with the Firebug, you need to stay behind the team, focus large groups of little Zeds such as clots, crawlers or gorefasts, and try to not engage in any big ones. The Firebug is very overpowered for the small Zeds, but very vulnerable to large Zeds, so keep that in mind when playing. The skills for the Firebug are as followed. For the level 5 skills, you can argue that you can have more capacity in your mags, but I chose the damage. The level 10 skills, I chose ground fire because in my opinion it's more effective. For the level 15 skills, you can argue that you could take napalm for the Zed shrapnel, but I chose the Zed shrapnel, just because I like to see the Zeds blow up. And I do recommend taking napalm for the boss battle though. For the level 20 skills, you can choose whichever one, but personally I like the heat wave because if you ever just run into a Scrake, he will stumble back and give you time to run, or something like that. You can even save a teammate when it's dying. The final skills are a bit complicated, but whichever one you choose will be fine. When you're playing the Firebug, you get some bonuses along the way, which are perk weapon damage. Perk weapon damage increases by 0.8% per level, so a max of 20% more damage. You also get perk weapon reload, increases the perk weapon reload speed by 1% per level, so a max of 20% faster reload. You also get resist Zed fire damage, which is pretty much resistance to Zed damage. Zed fire damage, that is, which starts at 30% and increases 2% per level, so you get a max of 80% resistance to fire. You also get immunity to your own fire, which the increase resistance to your own fire is a base of 25%, plus you get 3% per level, so a max of 100%. You also get starting ammo, which increases starting ammo 10% every 5 levels, so you get a max of 50% more starting ammo. Okay, now that all the percentages and shit is out of the way, let's get down to weapons. You have the cock and burn, you have the incendiary trench gun, you have the flamethrower, and you have your microwave gun. And now I'm going to tell you how I personally use the weapons on a long Hell on Earth multiplayer game. And keep in mind, this is how I always play, irrelevant of the difficulty and length. I use the cock and burn for as long as I can. When I have enough money to buy a flamethrower, I buy it. With the flamethrower, I use the trench gun and I roll with these two weapons until wave 7-ish. Then I swap the flamethrower for the microwave gun, and I use this until the boss round. For the boss round, I usually drop 1 to 2 microwave guns down at the trailer because you just run out of ammo fast. Alright, now let's talk about what to do and what not to do with the Firebug. Here are the to-dos. You need to focus little Zeds, help out a dying player with your stumble ability, and throw your molotovs at dark spaces because when you throw your molotov, it spawns a light emitting flare that lasts for roughly 30 seconds, or maybe it can be less, and lights up the whole area. Okay, here are the do nots. Don't rage big Zeds. Don't try to help an experienced berserker / sharpshooter when they're trying to kill a big Zed because you will cause the Zed to start panicking, and that will make it harder for the berserker or sharpshooter to aim at its head. And don't be at the front line. Okay, now let's talk strategy for the Firebug. As I said before, pick your targets and end their lives. Don't rage big Zeds. The Firebug is meant to be a trash Zed killer, not a carry perk. I personally don't play the Firebug much, unfortunately, but when I do, I stay behind the team and kill off any small group of Zeds that spawn behind. It's also not ideal to have more than 2 Firebugs in a team. 1 or 2 should be enough. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something helpful that you can do to improve your gameplay and help the team out. Number 1, don't hold down the fire button. Try and click as much as possible. It will take less ammo from your guns, except for the trench gun. Number 2, use the molotovs in dark places. Number 3, I personally don't recommend the Firebug for the boss wave just because it doesn't have the damage output to kill the boss effectively. Alright, now to sum everything up. The Firebug is awesome for little zeds but weak for the big ones. It's very good at crowd control, but only when there is no big ones in it. It's a good team play perk to have, but you just have to watch out that you don't rage the big ones. Okay, this is pretty much the Firebug. Hope you guys enjoyed. If I missed anything or if you have anything to add, then be sure to leave it in the comments and I will add it to the description later. And yeah, I learned something new while making this video. I learned that the Molotov has that light in it. I don't think I ever saw the light before, but could be just me, or I don't play Firebug all that often, or no one plays Firebug all that often, because it's quite underpowered, but you know, it's not like the ideal perk to have. I mean, for me personally, I would much rather play the Demolitionist or like the Berserker or even the Commando for reasons. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was helpful to some of you. If not, hope it was like pretty entertaining or something like that. And yeah, just going to roll the clip of the boss really quick. And yeah, and you're going to see here when I fight the boss. I pretty much... This was hella nerd, by the way. The boss was quite hard to kill, even with the microwave gun and solo, because the Firebug just doesn't have enough damage to deal with him. But I tried. So yeah, I think I'm going to speed up this gameplay a little bit just because it took forever, because it was a bad experience. So the only way I got the achievement, I mean, for the Hell on Earth achievement with the hellish Firebug, I pretty much used an RPG and I just got lucky or something like that, because that was just underwhelming. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed again, and leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.
This isn't fair. Oh, people listen. Say it again.